Hello everyone, welcome to Eric Silver broadcast. Today is March 25th in 2026. Well, this broadcast will basically divide it into two parts. First part is price A, silver price in the exchange. Second part will be price B, silver price in the spot market. And for the price A, I pick up three major exchanges for their audience. And for the price B, I pick up two major refineries and dealers for the audience. And here, starting from the price A part, the LBMA stands for the London Bullion Market Association. Friends from the England and Ireland or from the Europe will be very familiar with this exchange. They are the benchmark in the whole industry. And second one is the COMEX, stands for the Commodity Exchange. Friends from the United States of America and Canada will be very familiar with this one. They are also another benchmark in the whole industry. And the final one is the SGE, stands for the Shanghai Gold Exchange. They are a comparably new exchange but very developed, and they focus more on the physical silver trade. And friends from China, Japan, or Korea, like those East Asia zone, will be very familiar with this exchange. And before this video truly starts, let me emphasize for one thing. This video only shares valuable information and does not consist of any investment advice. Be aware of this. And here, for the price A, for those friends who are not familiar with my price A and price B, this sort of system, let me make a little brief introduction. The price A majorly stands for the silver price on the paper, but of course it's not all on the silver. It originally generated from the silver in the vault in the bank, and from here it generates the first derivative, the future contracts. Then based on the first one, they generate the second, the derivative, the ETF, exchange trade funds. And after a few years development, they generated another one called SLV, which means iShares Silver Trust. This is a comparably new one. Basically, it says they have more silver in the vault to support this product. And other derivatives like stocks or trusts on the market, they are all belongs to the price A system. They are on the paper, and they exist and moving between brokers, fund company, custodian bank, clearing system, and after all, they all exist in the exchange system. And for the price B, that is totally another thing. The price B means the physical silver on Earth. It means the silver you can hold in your hands, you can put on your table. The price for this one um, is quite different compared with the first one. Always remind this point. And here, the physical silver, they have already existed for billions of years. They are not all managed by the exchange, and they have their own price system, and I will show you later. And in this channel, my principle is always to follow the price and hold silver in hands. Well, for the reason of the price, up and down, you will see this again and again in this procedure, and you may trying to make the trends prediction or calculate some complicated things, but I will say leave them for the economist. Here we go. And first, let's we have a general and comprehensive comparison between these three exchange. And here there are three photos. I took them in three different time point. The first one I took them on March 21st. Second one is March 24, and the final one is March 25th. Three different date, so three different price from three different exchanges. And notice one thing, I didn't take them, on the same time point on every time I took them. So you can just watch it from the screen. Here, the first one, on March 21st, the price A in the COMEX is 68.01 for the mid price. So this is the lowest one. Then come to the LBMA price. It comes to 72.37 US dollars per ounce. And then to the final one, SGE price. In the morning, it starts from the 83.36 US dollars per ounce. Then to the afternoon, it dropped to 80.56 US dollars. And from the first one, you will find an interesting point. Here, the LBMA price is a little bit higher, like $4 higher than the COMEX price, and the SG price is the most expensive one, $8 more expensive than the LBMA price, and $12 higher than the COMEX price. And once you are adapt to the market, to the system, you will find usually the LBMA and the COMEX, they are very similar. The price are very close. Sometimes they're even the same. And for the SGE price, this one usually tend to be higher than the other two exchange price. The reason is quite simple. Each exchange has their own preference, their own unique points. And for the SGE, they are majorly focused on the physical silver trading. So their price tends to be higher than other two. Then 3 days later, the COMEX price dropped to 66.6 US dollars per ounce, $2 drop off compared with the 2 days ago. And then on the same day, March 23, the price of the LBMA came to 67.23 US dollars, almost a $5 drop off compared with 3 days ago. Then to the SGE, on March 24th, the price came to 74.96 US dollars. Still, the SGE is the highest, but still lower than itself in 3 days ago. It's almost $5 decreasing. Then to the final one, on March 25th, the price of the COMEX came to 73 US dollars per ounce. And the LBMA on the same day, it drops. It came to 69.97 US dollars, and the SG price came to 83.36 US dollars. Compared with themselves, it's growing, obviously growing. However, still, like I said, SG is the most expensive one, and the other two is a little bit cheaper. And on the end of the March 24th in 2026, after the market has been closed, we just received a news from the CME Group. They sent a special executive report to the whole market and those investors. Here you could see that. Well, before we truly started to the price A part, I will always say, follow the price, you follow the price A, and hold silver in hand, and soon you shall see that. The price A in LBMA part on March 2nd, Monday, it came to its high point, 94.62 US dollars per ounce, the highest point among these 3 weeks. Then after 3 weeks, on March 23, the price came to, dropped to the 67.23 US dollars per ounce. Almost 1/3 of its whole value has been vanished on this price. Then 1 day later, on March 24th, the price dropped to 69.97 US dollars. It jumps, a little bit higher compared with the previous day, but still is absolutely lower than its high point. Now come to the price A in COMEX. And here, this is the US time, March 25th. We could see the COMEX price, the last trade price is 73.2 US dollars, and the high point in COMEX on this day is 74.8 US dollars. The low point is 71.31 US dollars. A $3, up and down shift in the same day, and the opening price is 71.48 US dollars. Basically, on this day, the silver is growing. And here, same period like the LBMA, starting from March 1st to the March 25th. The starting point, just like the LBMA, is starting from a high point, 96.225 US dollars per ounce. Then 3 weeks later, on March 20th, 67.81 US dollars per ounce. You could see it almost dropped 1/3 of its whole value on this price. And 5 days later, now it came to jumped a little bit compared with the March 20th. It jumped to 73.2 US dollars per ounce. Recovered a little, but compared with its high point, still is a huge decreasing. Now, put the eyes to the east. In SGE, Shanghai Gold Exchange, the silver benchmark price, I put it here. Unlike the US COMEX or the LBMA, the SGE price, they only have 2 points. One in the morning called morning price. Another one is for the afternoon price. This is the only 2 price points they have in the whole day, and most of the trade is based on these 2 price points. And I know this is a Chinese RMB to every kilograms price. So in order to make it convenience for the US customers or for the European customers, I make a switch for you. On the right side, the small chart is the US dollar to Chinese RMB's currency rate switching chart. You can see on this side that is 6.88. $1 equals to 6.88 RMB. And on the left side, this is the original data. In the morning, that is 23,508 RMB. And you use this one to divide it by the currency rate, and you got the 3,416.86 US dollars. That is for per kilo. And since 1 kilo equals to 32.15 ounce, you use this to divide it, then you will get the precise morning US dollars to every per ounce price. That is 106.27 US dollars per ounce. And same for the high point. The high point arrives in the afternoon. That is 23,711 RMB. Same method, you will get the number of the highest point. That is 107.19 US dollars per ounce, the highest point in the whole period. And still, as we have a look what it looks like after 3 weeks. 3 weeks later, on March 23rd, you could see the line is very clear. It's decreasing in this period. And the price dropped to 16,718 RMB in the morning. And in the afternoon, that is 15,541 RMB. So switch to the US dollar per ounce, that is dropped to 70.26 US dollars per ounce. It's a huge drop compared to the high point. Also, almost burned out one third of its whole value in these 3 weeks. And now, come to the price B. Before we starting to talk about the raw mine, the detailed things and the price of its silver products, let me make a clear structure for the relationship between this refinery and the LBMA and the local central bank. Well, the Royal Mint and the LBMA or the Bank of England, they all belongs to the UK government. They are under the governance of the UK's Economic and Finance Ministry. Simply said, the relationship, the Bank of England founded the LBMA in 1987, and the Royal Mint, they have tightly connected with the LBMA. And you could see here on the official website of the Bank of England, the Bank of England and the Royal Mint, they are on the same page. And the funny thing is, historically speaking, the Royal Mint was once an apartment within a former Bank of England building in Bristol. So if you go there, you will see there's a small board, a small, notice board on their office, say the Royal Mint, inside of the Bank of England. This is how they're related with each other. So follow the price of the price B, physical one. Here to the Royal Mint. This is a large mint. This is also a large refinery, a dealer in local area, and they have two layers of the recognition and accreditation from different organizations. Firstly, since they have very long history and very systematic manufacturing, you know, technologies, their products get through the third-party grading and certification, like the NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. For those who play the coins, you are very familiar with this organization. Second, due to its special, company nature, it has been owned by the government. So, from another level, the Royal Mint has the government, treasury assurance. So if you buy the products from this refinery, um, this is your second layer of insurance. For this one, this is the two data I take directly from the Royal Mint official website. On the left side is I took it on March 21st, and on the right side is I took on today, March 25th. Only 4 days difference, but the products are the same. It's the same page, same product, same purity, just different price. As you could see here, we have three products here. Um, the first one is 500-gram silver bullion cusp bar. Second one is 1 kilo silver bullion cusp bar. And the final one is the best value 1 ounce silver bullion bar. Um, the purity is the same, and the price in order to more conveniently calculate the price. So as we focus on the major one, the 1 kilo silver bar. And here we could see on March 21st, the price is 1,908.08 British pounds per kilo. And as we know, the 1 kilo equals to 32.15 ounce. So you use this price divided by 32.15, it equals to 59. It's about 59 British pounds per ounce. It's a little bit more expensive than the smaller unit price. 2 pounds more expensive than the 1 ounce silver bar. However, we don't have much of the choices because if you notice, there's a little different point is the right side, the 1 ounce silver bar, it says email me when in stock. Simply said, they are out of the stock at this very moment. And for the 1 kilo bar, it says in stock, and 500 grams too, also in stock. So it means we can get the silver for this too. And 3 days later, Here on the right side, let's we have a look. Same 1 kilo silver bar, yet different price. The price directly jumped to £100 to the 2006.6 British pounds. And how much that is in the unit price? That is 62.41 British pounds per ounce. Compared with a few days ago, it directly jumps 5 British pounds, almost 5 British pounds per ounce. And how much US dollar it equals? That is 83.63 US dollars per ounce. So you will see only 4 days passed, yet 1 kilo has increased 100 pounds. What an amazing increasement! And let's we put this price A and price B on the same chart. The price A in LBMA on this day, on March 24th, is 69.97 US dollars per ounce. And on the same day, from the round mind, the price B is 83.63 US dollars. So if you make a detailed calculation, you'll find there is a huge price gap between this price A and price B. For the LBMA, it is 13.66 US dollars per ounce, a huge gap. And now, for the price B to the US, we have the US Gold Bureau. And for those one who are not familiar with this refinery, they are not only a large refinery, but they are also a large dealer, a benchmark in the industry. And it has multiple layers of the recognition and accreditation. First, their products, they have the recognition from the NGC and the PCGS. The NGC is the Numismatic Guarantee Company, and the PCGS is the Professional Coin Grading Service. So for those people who play and collect the silver coin or the gold coin, you'll be very familiar with these two companies. And more than that, they also have the federal recognition. They have the U.S. Mint and the U.S. Treasury recognition as authorized numismatic bulk purchaser. So from this level, they have clearly the federal recognition, and more than that, they also have the Texas State Bullion Depository for secure. So from this level, they have the local government state level recognition. So if you buy the silver in Texas, this may be a good place for you to start them. And come to their product list. Here, just like the raw mint, I took it on 2 different days. On the left side is I took on March 21st. On the right side is I took on March 25th. All are same products, same purity, same weight, even the same method for the entrance link. And the only different point is the price. And starting from the left one, on March 21st, the silver coin, as you can see here, is a 2026 style 1 ounce silver Kruger. This is a Kruger Grand coin, a South African imported silver coin. The price is 79.07 US dollars per ounce, lower than the average. And the next one is a 2025 1 ounce silver Texas bullion coin. This is a US made local product. The price is 80.58 US dollars per ounce. And the final one is one of the hottest one, the 2026 1 ounce silver American Eagle coin, one of the most popular, hottest among the collectors and on the market. Also, the price is quite hot. It is 84.57 US dollars per ounce. The most expensive one, almost $5 more expensive than the other two. And after 4 days, same product, it directly jumped to a new price level, add up for $5 per ounce. But here I have to notice one thing. I don't play silver coins. Reason is quite simple. The pure silver, they are really soft and they are very easy to damage its coin edge. If you notice here, on this edge, they have very delicate, designing and fabricate things. However, once you watch those ancient time, like if you go to the British Museum, you will find a lot of the old silver coins, no matter from the Roman era or the 15th century, 16th centuries, or to the more closely 18th century or 19th centuries. Those silver coins, those edge, they are not well maintained. Most of them are very thin, or they are broken on the edge, or they have been bent into irregular shape. So this is the reason why I don't play the coin for a long time. And now on March 25th, today let's we have a look on different type of the silver products in this refinery. The middle one here is the silver bar. This is a 1 ounce silver Walking Liberty bar. And on the left side is the imported 2026 style 1 ounce silver Australian made kangaroo silver coin. The price is 83.08 US dollars per ounce. And the 1 ounce silver Walking Liberty bar, the price is 85.08 US dollars per ounce. So you will find the shocking things. The bar is more expensive than the coin for $2. And the final one is a classic British flavor, 1 ounce silver Britannia coin. But this one is a 2016 version, and they still manufacture this sort of the coins in the year of 2026, I remember. So did you find anything aware? Since if you know something about the manufacturing or metal refinery, usually says the coin, since they are more delicate on designing and manufacturing, they require more skillful worker and better, devices to make. They tend to be more expensive. Usually, they tend to be more expensive than those sort of the cast bar. And here you will even find a weird things. This purity says 49 means 99.99% purity. And the middle one and the last one, they're all just, 39. So from the purity, it says the left one is most purity. It is the purest one. However, it is the cheapest one. So this is another interesting phenomenon in this industry. Sometimes some refinery, they do make and sell, cheaper coins. Sometimes some refineries and dealers, they will sell you cheaper bars. It really depends on where you are and how you get them. But anyway, if you get the cheaper price, congratulations. But if you don't get one, it's okay. And before you take all the silver you buy, no matter the bar or the coin, before you put them in your own vault, do, do remember one thing. Always verify your silver, no matter which resources you get them. No matter you get from the online store, the sort of the online refinery, direct sale store, or you get from offline vintage store or a coin shop, you better verify those silver purity and authenticity before you bring it back. You can use like multiple way. You can use the electronic way to test them. You can use the X-ray to scan them. You can use the magnetic way or chemistry way to test them. Any way you like, but anyway, test them. Never forget this point. And finally, as we have some heavier body, these are 10 ounce silver bar. They are the favorites for the collectors and the investors. As you can see, just like the former one, on the left side is I took on the March 21st. On the right side is I took today on March 25th. Only for this difference, also, is the same products, Same weight, same purity, just different price. And on the left, we can see the 10-ounce silver eagle bar. The price is $778.7 for each bar. And the middle one is the same. The final one is $780.7 for the whole bar, since this is a Wall Street bar, most modern one and also the most expensive one among the three. And if we make the comparison, you will find the price on the same product directly added up for $50 for every 10 ounce. So on every ounce, it increased for 5 ounce. It increased for $5 per ounce. This is same like those lighter 1-ounce bar. So finally, at the fine of the silver, I really enjoying touching them, feeling them, and playing with silver. I collect silver, I appreciate silver, and I buy silver whenever I have money. And today is in low price point, so it's time for me to hang out in the silver store. If I can get anything pretty silver stuff, I will back with my new collection to share with you, my dear audience. See you next time. Thanks for watching.